Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area, grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Every time. There we are. Okay. Oh boy, the docks. Ooh, look at that plane. Can I have that plane? I realize about half of it is missing, but I can fix it. Meathook cannot fly a plane. I cannot fly a plane, in case anyone was wondering. Can we steal this luggage truck here? Alright, there's not much going on here right now. There's a homeless camp here. Ooh, look at that. I bet people are living in this old fuselage. Neat. Let's take a moment to appreciate the set design. This has a really good aesthetic. They did a good job of capturing the look and feel of 2050s Seattle. Anyway, let's talk to this streetwalker. That's a nice way to put it. Hey, you looking for a good time? I should go. Do you know anything about this place? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing stuff from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay, cool. Thank you. Very helpful. You're a lovely young lady. Halt! Uh-oh. Ooh, this guy's up armored. I don't want to fight him. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Those are the kinds of people the corps like to recruit. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Hey, you better watch it, buddy. Look at this shirt. Look at the socks and sandals combination on this guy. I didn't notice that before. I'm not such a huge fan of that. Meathook's a combat boots kind of guy. Also, he doesn't wear shorts, but anyway. Let's see. I'm looking for my cat. Here, kitty. I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene investigation in the NTSB warehouse. Sure. Sure you are. And I'm Loftweir, the King of Dragons. Beat it. You're not Loftweir. Loftweir's enormous. Let's see. Can we buy this guy a hooker? Yep. Not me. A friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get back to work and earn some real new yen. Thanks, doll. You're a peach. Okay. That's a big gun you have there. How do I leverage this exactly? Hello? Is something supposed to happen? I want to go there. Hi. Are you two doing good over here? Alright, I'm missing something. Or something broke. One of those two things. Let's just take another look around. Have a peruse. Why aren't these vagrants useful to me at all? Huh. It is remotely possible that something is broken here. I feel like I should just be able to walk on through. Okay, let's reload the scene real quick. Okay. Talk to you. do 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 do. Come over here, talk to this guy. I'm working with Lone Star. Can I talk to him again? No. Okay. Talk to the hooker. Oh, wait, there's something over there. Okay. Great, okay. She goes over there. There we go. There's a ladder we can climb. I just wasn't seeing the icon. Hey, that's mine! Who raised you? A pack of wolves? That there ladder is rightfully mine. I could use your intestines as a rope instead. No, we're gonna be nice to the homeless man. We gain nothing. Maybe that noodle machine is still working. We gain nothing from bullying the homeless here. And then we'll just hop on over the fence here. Do-do-do. Alright. Good thing there is no security whatsoever inside the fence. That could be a real problem for us. Now, I don't know that there's anything out here for us to find, but we will, of course, take a look around. Let's see. Abandoned airplanes, loads of garbage. Homeless camps next to corporate buildings. Yeah, this is Seattle, all right. Let's see what's in here. A machete concussion grenade. We will send that to the stash. And a phosphorus grenade. We'll send that to the stash. Never mind, I was wrong. There was actually some pretty good stuff out here. You know what this interface reminds me of is Arcanum. If anybody remembers Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, one of the best games you've never played. Unfortunately, doomed to obscurity at this point. Let's go inside. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things, and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems that this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. And actually, on that same note, it's also got, again with this, I move my cursor to the corner of the screen to get it out of the way, and then it moves the camera. But obviously, this also looks a lot like Fallout, you know, the old Fallouts. Okay, before I talk to anyone, let me see if there is loot that I can acquire. Yes, I will talk to Aguirre. Give me a minute. Here we go. I don't need to go right now. What does that have to do with anything? Ooh, a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. Wonderful. Just what I like. Okay. Hello, Officer Aguirre. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. The NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. The idiot kept records. Ooh, selling government secrets? Let's see. Scientists don't make good criminals. That'll get you killed quick. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his courtmaster's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself. if you want. Oh, I want. I want so badly. What are you looking at, troll? Fellow Trog? Is this building made from corrugated steel? This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Gimme his toothbrush! The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Disgusting. Ugh. Inspect the comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry gray hairs stuck in it. Take the hairs! Alright, well that was pointless. Maybe we'll come back here later. What is that? What is that? What is that flashing exclamation point on the wall? Alright. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. We will start with Case File 95. Case File 95, Federated Boeing Jetliner IDN number 2305, corporate owner Ares. Ares Macro Technology, one of the biggest megacorps. They make a lot of high-quality weapons. Shadowrunners love them. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th. Pilot reported the altimeter was reading in the negative, which is not good. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Pilot cannot be contacted or located. Co-pilot radios in mayday. Then the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Well, they got a lot to choose from. Alright, Case File 96. Pratt & Whitney, unmanned, IDN number 327, corporate owner Ares. This one has been fully redacted. Not much help to us. Although that's probably corporate shenanigans. They're covering something up there. Unmanned means it's a drone. Probably, because drones are absolutely common in Shadowrun. Case File 98. The file has been corrupted. Well, this was pointless. Let's read his private notes. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB Case File number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Fantastic. We're going to sell some pay data when we're done here. Okay. Fine, I guess. Does Aguirre have anything to add? Nope, talk to him. Don't just stand behind him ominously. Alright. If this was a corp hit, why'd they leave evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune, if you found a buyer. He doesn't even care. He does not care what we do with this. Alright. I'll talk to Dresden. Sup, bud? Meat Hook! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did, at any rate. Ha ha ha! Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dial-A-Morgue these days. Ha! Yes. Yes, indeed. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Let's see. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Ugh. Okay. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? Well, there you go. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective's shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Okay, but did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Oh, so that means no. It's easy to maintain your ethics when you're getting paid well, you know? Alright. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Yeah, good observation skills, Sherlock. Thank you. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? That other chick's eyes? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Somebody's repossessing organs. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But, as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence. How many data points do you need to establish a pattern, Dresden? This is only the third body I personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next of kin, I think. She shouldn't be allowed at the crime scene. Let's go talk to her. Shannon. Hang on, what's this over here? It's another big room. Okay, we can't access anything else right now. I want to rifle around the warehouse. I've worked in an airplane warehouse before, counting and sorting airplane parts. It was interesting enough. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. Nope. Who's the stiff? She glares at you for a moment, and you can see pain in her eyes along with something else. Power. He's my brother, and I'm trying to learn from him the identity of his killer. Yeah, speak with dead only works if they know who killed them. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. Oh, you're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Let's see. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell, not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. You didn't already think to question other spirits? She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a few chants that you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. Well, what do you need? Do you need Meat Hook, perhaps? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. What are the odds? Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belonged to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Of course. Of course I can. I already know where to look. Let's grab this guy's toothbrush and comb to start with. Shoink. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. We can't take the toothbrush, though. It's the hair sample is what's doing it. Let's see, I need to get into places. I got one of these, like, 12-ounce mason-type jars here full of water next to me, and I've been just emptying and refilling this thing on a cycle. I'm so thirsty. There was a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. Oh, that's morbid. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Oh my goodness. Dig through the shoe pile. Any feet in them? You find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. That is unfortunate. If we were a shaman ourselves, maybe I'll play a spellcaster if we do Dragonfall. What is this? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. That's the funny thing, is those are the same thing. Dig through it. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the cred stick. Shyoink! Surprisingly, it's still functional. You slot it into your PDA, and 200 new yen is added to your account. Let's inspect the earring. It is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Let's also look at the lunchbox. Oh, a dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Okay, cool. We didn't need that. Can I have some shoes? Can I just pocket these? What's that orc looking at? Hey Shan, I got something for you. Feels though you found enough. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What is all this? Oh no, McCluskey's here. Don't worry, I'll kill him. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene officer, not some Salish drum circle. That's her brother. Makes it her business. I thought I was going to threaten him. Whatever. I won't threaten him directly. No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now get out! Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. What is your totem spirit? Oh, we gained 5 karma for that. Let us spend some karma. What are we looking at here? We could improve our ranged combat. That would not be a terrible idea. We can do that up a little bit. And we'll raise quickness to reduce our chances of being hit by enemy physical attacks. Cool. We're mainly going to be looking at strength and quickness here. We could use a little body as well, but it's not immediately necessary. Okay. Notice that she's got... I can't zoom in, but notice that she's got the leather jacket with the fringe on the sleeves. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse, but there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Well, can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Let's see... do you have any plans for this evening? Are you asking her out? It's a bad time. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? Let's see. It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. This may or may not be relevant to our own investigation, but we have to check it out. It behooves us. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. 4 grand! Let's blow it all on cyberware and nitro. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Oh boy, we get to assemble a team. Return to the Seamstresses Union. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoi, Meat Hook. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. Beetle pushers like Stevie J ran the squads. Ran my world when I was growing up. Why are we having this conversation now? I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting at Beetle Labs ever since, trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. We're going to do 2 runs in 1 day. That's insane. I knew you'd come. I'll send the address. See you soon. Can I leave now? Okay. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the 3 of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Alright. Now, before we can go on our Shadowrun, we have to go on this Shadowrun. Let's see. Thanks for meeting us, Meat Hook. I owe you one. That's right, you do. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. You never know. You never know. Meat Hook always knows. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen. I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. I thought I told you I didn't need your help with that. No. Good job. Thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Yes, absolutely the least you can do. Yes. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Yeah, we'll see about that. Extractions usually get messy. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. By the way, I need to remember that I can manually save my game. We'll go ahead and do that for no particular reason. Scroll around here. We are on some rooftops, so that limits our movements a little bit. How did we get up here? Oh, right, the fire escape. This BTL clocker is apparently not all that concerned about our presence, so that's fine. By the way, I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm not doing all this in one long session. This is like a 12-hour game, so I am taking lots of sneaky breaks during loading screens. Also, I've had a change of space, so I apologize if the audio is a little weird. Alright, let's do this thing. We got our team, such as it is. Can I look at their stats? I don't think I can. Yes, I can. Okay. Paco. He's just a gangbanger, so he doesn't have much going for him. He's a shooter. That's really all he's good for. And Coyote is also primarily a shooter, but she's got a little bit of medical ability. So that's fine. Okay. We are a very combat-heavy squad. Let's talk to this guy. Alright. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the 3 of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi, hoi. How you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? Is it, my friend? You don't look so good. She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker, trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. We should kill him soon. You want to go on a ride? You can forget you're an orc for a while. Worked for me. I don't want to forget I'm an orc. Meat Hook never forgets that he is an orc. Let's see. Let's shake him down for information. You sell beetles, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips, mindbenders, SimStim, SimSense without peak limits, high octane intensity. What kind of rides can I go on, brother? Well, we got it all. All of it. We got it all, yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale direct chummers love. You name it. You can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging. Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? I'm so... I feel for this man, but I'm going to put a bullet in his skull. Coyote's eyes are hard, her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff, too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe for the right price. You can feel it, what it's like to die, what it's like to kill. Okay, that's fascinating, but how does this place operate? How do I get in? That's the best part, the best part. It's a lab. They test the new stuff here, the hottest dreck. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You buy a pass card from the guy at the door, it'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a beetle and slot it right there. Our guys guard you while you're chipping. Stay safest way, chummer, safest way. Just out of curiosity, we're going to appeal to his sense of morality, but I don't think this is going to get us very far. Don't you think you're hurting people selling them this dreck? His eyes stop rolling. He's focused, on high alert. You want to step back off of that? You want to step way the hell back? This is sprawl biz, chummer. It's the biz of the people, and by the people. It's for the fragging people, so slot off with that unless you're looking to get hurt. Guess I'm looking to get hurt. Punch him. Down he goes. Finish him off. Let's go inside. Very little sympathy for these people. There's a concerned woman. I suppose we can talk to her. Oh, the Ancients. We don't like the Ancients. That's an elf gang. There's Charlie with a gun. He probably works for the dealers. Let's talk to concerned woman. First name concerned, last name woman. The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that dreck they're selling. BTLs are killers. Theirs, most of all. Well, you sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implant. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. You know, just so you know, you don't have to put a data jack in your temple. You can hypothetically put it anywhere. Just saying. I do. I know. Lost my husband. Lost my son. My daughter. They use her. Well, we'll get her back, or what's left of her if we can, lady. To record. Tears stream down her face. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. I'm gonna slot Jamal, probably. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looks around, frightened. Whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. The Tojo clan? Japanese mafia. Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. See, Charlie works for the bad guys. Called it. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. Good, that'll make it easier to... that'll make it easier to murder him. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. Coyote's amped. Ready. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have surprise on our side. Are there any chip heads inside the lab? Are there any junkies in the drug den, ma'am? Yep. All day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chip heads? Dangerous? Once someone's chipped, they can send them any program they want, make them do whatever. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Do you know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out, so I imagine he's riding a dream chip. Well, I need to be going. Thanks for the assist. Don't do drugs, kids. Just don't. It is simply not worth it. Hi, Jamal. You are like a third of my size. Jamal has the look of a longtime chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at? I hear you have a pass card. Give it to me. His lip curls into a feral snarl. This is the Baron's, oh my. You want it, you take it. Okay. Yep, we're going at everyone now. Hey, Charlie, cool it. What's going on out there? I'm just gonna murder one of your customers. Don't worry about it. Yeah, minus AP. That's the advantage of a bladed weapon in this game. Not in regular Shadowrun, but here. Works fine. Get to cover. Get your gun out, you moron. Spray and pray. There we go. Yeah. Alright, man down. Oh, here comes another one. Two more. Neither of them is a mage. Doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to be a problem. Meathook's going to go for that elf. Meathook does not like elves. Alright, go ahead and switch to your bat and beat down that elf for me. Now we need to be a little careful here. I don't really want her shooting a shotgun at her comrades. We're going to move her up. That's not within reach, is it? Go ahead and shoot that guy and don't miss. Thank you. Guys, figure it out. You don't want none of this. Also, stop shooting me. Weak? Your mom's weak. There, that's more like it. Paco, gun. He is standing next to Coyote, so we're going to switch to a first. There we go. That's what we like to see. Okay. What's this? You pick up a worn and mangled notebook. It smells of sweat and alcohol. Let's leaf through it. The notebook contains lists of illegal SimSense rides and the names of clients who have purchased them. This is blackmail material. Look for interesting BTL names. The better-than-life rides run the gamut from fantasies like I Can Fly to real-life recordings such as Bum Killer. The list of rides doesn't seem to have much value. This is exactly the kind of stuff they're going to try to manufacture. Guaranteed. I tell you. Look for interesting client names. Upon further examination, the client list is more than a simple list of names. It also contains private information about some of the more well-to-do or connected clientele. It may be that the syndicate behind this lab is directing certain clients here to secretly extract information from them while they are under the influence. Amazing! Quelle surprise! The notebook is likely worth something if you can sell it. We will be taking that. We're good guys, but we're not nice guys. Did we get Jamal's? I guess we don't need it. Oh, look at this. There's a... what's the word for this? Ofrenda? There's a little shrine here. Okay, Yakuza can get pretty mean. But we should be able to handle ourselves. Meathook's down a few hit points. I can't use a medkit on myself right now, though. Well, we'll just have to do the best we can. Birds. Oh, I'm not sitting on this cat. Bad Wolf. Do you think that's a reference? Oh, they got the same couch with the same graffiti, so this means it's coming off the factory line like this, which is not out of the question for Shadowrun. I mean, we're selling pre-distressed clothing. Why not pre-graffitied furniture? The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you, realizing they are about to die. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. "It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place! I told you it was only a matter of time!" The man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. Cyberdeck is the supercomputer that you use to do your decking. "You messed with the wrong BTL lab, Aho. This is a Yakuza operation. With the push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Yes, send them. See what happens." "Meathook, don't attack any of the chipheads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino." "Oh, right, Gino. No civilian casualties. Got it," he said, lying. "I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers so they get caught in the middle." That's actually a really good point. We do have another concussion grenade. We should probably use that. Meathook also has fists. Oh, but his unarmed combat isn't so great. There's the Beetle operator. Chiphead, security, Decker. I don't think this one's off limits. She's armed. Alright, scatter. Make him chase you down. You... where do I want to send her? Let's just have her come over here and try to get into a flanking position. Okay, good. There are 2 valid targets standing next to Meathook. That's actually a really good place for valid targets to be standing. You die. You die. Paco, do you want to maybe circle around and put some fire on? He can't get a line on the Decker. I'm gonna risk getting him punched by this chiphead. Should be fine. Ooh, Coyote's got a line on their Decker. I think if we take him out, that should stop the chipheads from attacking us. We're gonna find out. Bad time to be missing your shots, my friend. Yeah, there we go. Those chiphead punches won't be too much of a problem for us. Oh, there was another armed enemy over there. I did not see her. Oh no, that one's got a sword. That's a shaman. Oh, there's bad happening all over the place there. Meathook, finish up with that guy. That's a mage. You can tell because of the suit. I don't know. Okay, over here. Spray and pray. If we can clear out the... I want you in cover. If we can clear out the Yakuza guys... Ooh, okay. Less than ideal, Coyote. You got it, Paco? You got it under control over there? There are a lot of them in here. This is a bad situation. Yeah? You're not going to try magic? The spirit's got the right idea. It's not going to save you. Meathook's only got 1 AP. We're going to use this medkit here. Okay, the chiphead, dwarf, Decker. Switch to burst. There we go. Man down. We can take out this guy over here. No, we can't. What am I saying? Of course we can't. We can't shoot for nothing. Okay, if you could stop sapping my AP, actually, that would be fantastic. I really want to geek this mage. Alright, who's over here? The shaman? Oh, just the shaman and this air spirit. Okay, cool. We can definitely handle that. Don't worry so much about targeting the spirit. We'll take out the shaman and the spirit will resolve itself. I'm gonna run her right up into this guy's face. Boom. There he goes. Oh, right, there's the other one. I keep losing track of them. Oof, okay. Not ideal, but we can get Meat Hook into the shaman here. This is the best way to do it, just pants off, go for broke, you know? Little baseball bat in the noggin for you. Alright. We don't have a decker, so we can't do anything with that computer right now. Okay. We're gonna carefully move up Coyote here. Oh, chip heads are back up. Probably have Coyote mess with that terminal. Oh, Spirit's going rogue. That is a great outcome for us. Man down. Now, if I have him switch to his gun, but he's on burst fire, he shouldn't be at risk of shooting Meat Hook. Go get that. Can we shut them down? Forcibly end the puppet beetles. Because we don't have a decker, so we can't do it gently, so just go ahead and shut them down. That's going to cause some damage. Oh, that's Gino. Okay, so we dealt some... we did some dump shock on them, I think is essentially what happened. What the heck? Oh, I'm logged into Discord. Let's mute that real quick. There we go. That's going to get annoying. Open fire! Oh, right, the shotgun, the shotgun. Okay, do not open fire. Sorry, Meat Hook's got this. Spirit's coming back around. That's not... Ooh, it's gonna attack. Nope, still gonna attack Meat Hook. Okay. There we go, job done. Is the spirit gonna dissipate? Okay, good. Oh no, the spirit is still active. Alright, hang on. Hang tight, Gino. We'll get to you in a minute. We gotta deal with this, apparently. Paco gun. Paco gun now. Paco get to cover, then Paco gun. There we go. Alright. We're now free to move about the cabin. We're gonna ignore Gino for the moment while we loot the place. Although there might not really... Why am I stuck? I'm stuck? There we go. Oh, we're getting frozen occasionally because we're waiting for the junkies to move around. That's obnoxious. Anything back here? I feel like there should be something in this crate here with the hazard markings on it, but doesn't seem to be the case. Ugh, drug dens. What is this thing for? What the heck is this machine? Can we tamper with this? No? Alright. If we had a decker, we might have been able to jack into that and turn the chip heads on them. Alright. You eject the beetle Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chip heads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What? What? Who slotted me out? Who fragging slotted me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. We know her name now. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition. Slot me back in. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino. No. Gino, yes? Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt, and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off! Just back off! Let's see. Drop the gun, Gino. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slot in. Get away! He points the gun at Coyote. You're not gonna stop me? I'll fragging kill you first! Gino, no! Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. I'm not. Coyote looks to you, tears in her eyes. He was shooting. You had to take him out. I'm not stopping. Not now. Not ever. She looks at Paco, back at you. The Angel of Death. Who's the Angel of Death here? A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I am going to burn every mother fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. You gotta love how they use the lingo to get stuff past the censors. Everyone.